Yeah, so it's a new notice from the FBI, but it's not a new crime. This crime has been radically increasing. The average take is approaching $40,000 per senior. I think there was $1.2 billion worth of senior fraud in 2024. And it's the problem is the criminals are winning.
The polished wood of the steering wheel felt cool and familiar under Arthur Vance's hands. At 78, his world had become a collection of these small, tangible comforts. The worn leather seats of his '67 Corvette Stingray, the hefty weight of his favorite coffee mug, the smooth screen of the tablet his son David had set up for him. It was on that tablet, scrolling through a classic car forum on a quiet Sunday morning, that the first thread of the Phantom's web was cast. An ad, seamlessly integrated, featured a rare fuel injection unit for his car. Limited stock, it beckoned. Arthur, whose Corvette was his masterpiece, felt a jolt of excitement. He clicked. The screen flickered, then froze. A piercing electronic screech blared from the speakers, and a new window filled the display. Warning: malicious software detected. Your financial data is compromised. A phone number flashed below. Panic, cold and sharp, seized him. All his accounts, his life savings. He fumbled for his phone, his fingers trembling as he dialed. "Thank you for calling certified support. My name is Kevin." The voice was young and calm. For the next hour, Kevin was a model of professionalism, guiding Arthur to download a program for remote access. "Now, the most important thing," Kevin said, his tone turning serious, "is to check if they've breached your financial accounts. Can you please log into your primary bank account?" Hesitantly, Arthur logged in. The balance appeared: $857,432.19. A lifetime of work. "Oh, this is not good," Kevin said, his voice laced with concern. "I'm seeing multiple foreign IP addresses. Sir, I am transferring you immediately to the fraud department." The line clicked. "Mr. Vance, this is John Daniels with the bank's security division." Mr. Daniels explained that a sophisticated ring of foreign hackers was actively draining funds. "We have to move your money immediately to a secure, government-insured account," Daniels commanded. He walked Arthur through the first wire transfer, $200,000, even telling him what to say if asked. "Tell them it's for a down payment on a house for your son. We can't risk tipping them off." Over the course of a week, Arthur made 5 separate transfers. When only $50,000 remained, he voiced his concern. "I understand," Daniels said smoothly. "This has escalated. I've looped in the federal government. You'll be receiving a call from Agent Miller at the U.S. Treasury." An hour later, the phone rang. "Mr. Vance, Agent Miller, U.S. Treasury." The voice was crisp and official. "Sir, we've been monitoring the situation," Miller said. "To trap the hackers, we need you to move that final amount to a new alias account. This is the final step." Exhausted and running on fear, Arthur made the last trip to the bank and wired the remaining $50,000. "Excellent work, Mr. Vance," Miller said. "We will be in touch within 24 hours. The line went dead. 24 hours passed. Then 48. His calls went to a disconnected tone. When his son David stopped by, he found his father pale and distracted. Arthur confessed the whole story. David immediately pulled up the retirement account on his own phone. They stared at the screen together. Balance, $12.57. The silence in the room was heavier than any sound. The FBI agent was kind but weary. "I'm sorry, Mr. Vance, but you've been the victim of the Phantom hacker scam. After a week, the money is gone." Later that evening, Arthur stood in his garage, running a hand over the gleaming fender of Eleanor's Pride. The car, once a symbol of his success, now felt like a monument to his ruin. The Phantom had taken everything.
Sifu Lee. Unmasking Scams, Empowering Seniors.
The familiar ping of Arthur Vance's tablet announced a new message. It was a text. Early on a Tuesday morning, urgent security alert. Unusual activity detected on your online banking. Verify immediately to prevent account suspension, it read, followed by a link. A wave of unease washed over Arthur, but this time, a small voice of caution whispered in his mind. Ever since losing his savings to a scam, a quiet determination had replaced his fear. His son, David, heartbroken by what had happened, had discovered TechSafe55.org, a website dedicated to helping seniors stay safe online. Arthur, initially wary of anything digital, had slowly begun to explore it. The website had a community forum called TechSafe 55+. Hesitantly, Arthur had joined. At first, he just read posts from other seniors sharing their experiences. But soon, he started to participate, finding a sense of shared understanding. The community was a constant source of the latest scam news. The text message on his screen mirrored a recent post on TechSafe 55+. Just yesterday, a user named Silver Surfer 68 inches had shared an almost identical message warning that it was a trick to steal banking information. The community had explained how the fake link worked. Arthur's fingers hovered over the suspicious link. The old fear of his account being locked tried to resurface, but this time, knowledge was his shield. He remembered the TechSafe 55 mantra: never click on unsolicited links. Always go directly to the official website or app. He carefully typed the web address for his bank into the browser and logged in. He looked through his account. There were no alerts, no warnings, and no indication of unusual activity. His balance was exactly as it should be. A sigh of relief escaped him. A few minutes later, his phone rang. "Hello, Mr. Vance?" A crisp voice said. "This is Officer Miller with the Fremont Police Department. We've detected suspicious activity on your banking profile and need to verify your account number." This rang another bell. The forum had warned about impersonation scams. "Officer," Arthur said, his voice now steady, "I'm a member of the TechSafe 55+ community, and we've been warned about these calls. I will happily visit the Fremont Police Department in person. Could you provide me with your badge number?" After a brief pause, the line clicked. The caller had hung up. Later that day, David came over for dinner. Arthur recounted the morning's events. "Dad, I'm so proud of you," David said, a genuine warmth in his voice. "It was that online group, David," Arthur admitted. "They taught me what to look for." I remembered Silver Surfer 68's post. The fear from the first scam still lingered, but now it was joined by a new feeling: empowerment. He had been targeted again, but this time, he had the knowledge and the community to fight back. Arthur Vance was no longer an unsuspecting victim. He was a survivor, and for the first time in a long time, he felt a glimmer of hope.